That is 53 minutes of my life I will not be able to get back. Ben Simmons, what a disgrace. 5 points. 5 rebounds. Actually, no. The pathetic is hard to read. It's 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in 35 minutes. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 36 minutes. Oh, the tipping, or oh, the couple of charges. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You played 35 minutes and got 5 rebounds. You're 6'10", and that was a lot of it, by the way, because it wasn't just, the obvious stuff that we talk about. You don't have the ability to shoot a jumper. Shot one jumper, he missed. It isn't just about your on-ball ability. We talk about it. Oh, we put Ben in the dunker. Oh, we put Ben in the dunker. You want to know something? I would like to put John B in the dunker sometimes. I'm dead serious. I would like to put 7'2", 280 Jerome B near the rim, and you tell me if John B is going to carve out position at the dunker spot. You tell me. Yeah, I think he would be very successful. In his career, he shoots 70% from 0 to 5 feet from the rim. So you tell me if we had the luxury of putting Jerome B at the dunker, if he could be even more dominant than what he is. Ben doesn't know how lucky he has it. You have only one job if you're that near the rim. Box the fuck out. And that game tipping, that wasn't a box out. That was the San Antonio defender coming to Jerome B, trying to double him, and Ben gets left alone. And thankfully, he follows the ball. So all of this is big man talk. We're not talking point guard. We're not talking a jumper. I'm talking you're playing in the box for the majority of the game, and your effort down low is absolutely minuscule. Like, sure, the San Antonio defender is quote-unquote occupied, but you're not really pressuring the interior defender of the Spurs. He doesn't have to work to box you out. Literally, I saw so much tonight. I saw the San Antonio defender, Rudy Gay, could literally make a little swim move. Ben isn't giving you any resistance down low. And Rudy Gay ends up inside position. What is it? And that's not just rebounding. That is low post scoring as well. You're 6'10". Use a little shoulder, get a drop step in for your hook shot, right? This dude plays the game so fucking soft for a 6'10" player in the post. Forget the perimeter. Well, we know all about that. We know the bench perimeter game is non-existent. But for a low post big man, you're 6'10", and you're softer than Seth Curry in the post. Seth Curry had this one little interesting foul with one of the San Antonio guards. Who cares? It's a scrub guard. But Seth Curry banged more in the post than Ben Simmons tonight. That says it all. It isn't even just about the 5 points, 5 rebounds, no, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Well, what was it? So pathetic. Oh, it's pathetic anyway. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. It's not about how pathetic his numbers were. It's how pathetically he played. His numbers belie his effort. We're talking about effort tonight. Effort. And even Joel Embiid can't escape the effort. Defensively, Embiid in the first half was not what we're accustomed to with Joel Embiid in the paint defensively. There were a lot of layups that we just allowed. So even there's some criticism a little bit for Joel Embiid for the bench stands so that, everyone had a part in this effort game. But when you're 6'10", 225, and I see you're running up and down the court, and the San Antonio Spurs actually finally adjusted. I still do not know why you send a second defender down as Ben is quote-unquote attacking. Ben isn't a good finisher, and he doesn't even do a good job at his dribble creating space. So when the guy is running, like a deer, who cares? How doesn't he show defender defend him? If he makes it, great, and if he misses it, which he's going to half the time, this ain't LeBron, this ain't Giannis, not even Luka. I'll never understand it. I will never ever get it. Why you believe, Seth Curry, huge tonight, 6 of 6 for downtown. I'll never understand how team defenses treat Ben Simmons as if he is a scorer when he doesn't look to score. Even when he's running, because he is looking for that kick out. Literally, if I were an opposing coach against the Sixers, why are we sending it off me? Why? He's literally looking for it. That's the definition of offense, to look for the corner cut pass. Why are we giving it to them? Let Ben be defended one-on-one. If he scores, he scores. After all, we don't want to give up the free ball. 3 is more than 2. I'll never understand it. For a scorer with a one-dimensionality of a play as Ben Simmons has, for teams to send 2 or 3 defenders will always mine them. It is terrible transition defense. That's what it is. It is terrible transition defense. Because you have a non-scoring threat with the ball, and you're helping off Seth Curry and Danny Green, who hit 9 3-pointers, and that's why San Antonio Spurs lose. Realistically, not just the tipping. You gave up 9 3-pointers, and you lose. There you go. Because I will never understand it otherwise. But even with that, kick it to the corners, and you only get 5 assists, so let's not act like he's passing the ball everywhere, and he's like... And even if we did give that excuse, this is how inexcusable it is. Damian Lillard averages 7.5 assists. Luka Doncic had 20 assists in a 31-point game. Let's call this crap out for what it is. He doesn't have to be Luka. He doesn't have to be Damian. He just has to play the game with some fucking passion. Like he did the other night. Why is it hard to get this guy to play 48 minutes of solid basketball? It's like squeezing out of a lemon. One game, he will play big, tall, aggressive passer guy. The other game, he doesn't give a fuck. And if you lose a playoff series because of that, it's over. But here's the other thing. You saw it tonight. No one's trading Bradley Beal for that. I'm telling you right now. No one is... I wouldn't. Imagine, I'm with the GM, and Daryl Morey's calling me, and he's like, hey, you interested in dealing Bradley Beal? I might be. We'll give you Ben Simmons. And I hang up the phone. I will literally have Tyrese Maxey at the centerpiece of a package rather than Ben Simmons. I kid you not. I've seen more from Tyrese Maxey's development in his rookie year than we've seen from Ben in 5 years. The days of trading Ben for a Beal or even a Lillard is over. It's over. That idea that Ben Simmons is a star in this league, I'll tell you something about stars. They're consistent every night. Stars are consistent every night. We don't talk about game-winning tip-ins and a couple of charges with players who are paid $30 million. Let's get real. That's a real talk. He's not a consistent ball player. And so what you really have is one of the worst contracts in the NBA. The only player that you signed to a max contract in that ill-fated free agency a year ago, the only one was the guy that carried you tonight, Joel Embiid. And even I just did it 2 minutes ago, his effort on the defensive end wasn't all there. But you want to talk about who we don't win the game without? Let's read the only damn good stat line tonight. 13 and 23, 1 for 3 for 3, 7 to 7 for the free throw line. How about this? Dwight Howard did 4 for 4 for the free throw line. Your centers are 11 for 11 from the free throw line. Dwight Howard looks like a better free-throw shooter in his game than Ben Simmons, and that is embarrassing. And that's part of the reason why he went into his shell. After going 0-4 and just totally looking like a dud, he stops. And it's unbelievable. And you know, Ben himself said it like 4 weeks ago, a month and a half ago. He's like, oh, I just need to be reminded to be aggressive. Why don't you go in the gym and develop a skill? You know, we've been talking about it on Sixer Twitter. Instead of shooting these corner threes that you'll never hit, or that you'll never bother to try to hit anyway. What's the last three that you've actually attempted? Oh, wait, that's right, the Milwaukee game. But then again, with the way that you miss these fadeaway, why do you take them fadeaway? Just go straight up and down. It is amazing. 5 years, 5, without going in the gym and developing your game. It is embarrassing. It is so fucking embarrassing that I can shoot a basketball better. I can shoot a basketball better than Ben Simmons could shoot one. And you know, Ben Simmons would say I'm a 5'5", actually a 5'11". I'm a 5'11" Discord dude. Yeah, but guess what? I can hit a fucking free throw. Come on, man. It's just, oh my God. You're paid $30 million. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, you know, that was an AI saying. I look at myself in the mirror and I ask myself, did I give everything I got? Ben, look in the mirror and honestly, sincerely ask yourself, on both ends of the court, did I give everything that I got? And I have 5 points, 5, 6 assists, 5, whatever, 5, 6, and 5. And I can honestly look you in the mirror and say, no, you did not give 100%. You didn't even give 10%. You didn't even give 5%. Shame on you for your performance, and it's not the numbers. It's who you are as a man on the court. Have some pride in yourself. It's like watching some dude walk around in the street, you know, with the underwear hanging out and shit. Clean it up on the court, Ben. Clean it up. Have some pride in yourself. Because this isn't shots missed. This is, I don't give a fuck. But guess what? The fans who deep back don't pay your money, they care. Doc Rivers in public isn't going to say it, but privately, I'm pretty sure Doc Rivers gives a fuck. I know your teammates give a fuck. John B gives so much of a fuck that he always calls you out. Put your full effort into the damn game. Stop thinking around. Yeah, Tobias Harris goes 3 for 10, right? But at least Tobias Harris is driving to the rim. At least Tobias Harris is trying and it's just not going in. Literally at like four layups that went in and out. It happens. Had a nice turnaround jump shot. He creates an open look. It misses. It happens. But at least he tried. With Ben, when you get these Ben games, let's be real, he didn't try. Try your hardest, and I won't care what the result is. If you go overboard, at least you're aggressive to the rim, right? If this was a playoff game and we lost it, I just don't know. I mean, I do know. If we lose the playoff series and you come up short again, no one's trading Beal or Levine, but I do know this. It's a bad contract, and then you're just looking to get out of it somehow with something of an asset to build around Joel and Toby. Because games like this, you're not a part of it. Like I said, Seth Curry was huge, 6 for 6. It looked like he couldn't miss. He was awesome tonight. And I said it before, I'll say it again, Joel Embiid's defense on and off wasn't his best game by far. But offensively, you don't win this without Joel. 13 field goals made. Just absolutely dominating inside. No one could stop him. But because it wasn't his full effort defensively, Drew Ebanks gives the Spurs some minutes. Drew Ebanks. But How about Dwight Howard again? If we're going to lamb it, Ben Simmons, Dwight Howard shot 11 shot attempts in 18 minutes. Ben Simmons only gave you 6 shot attempts in 35. Dwight Howard made full use of his 18 minutes on the court. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 fouls in 18 minutes. But 14, 11, and 3 in 18 minutes. You want to know what that is? That's effort. Dwight Howard is out here busting his tail. And it leaves the results on the court. Because he's playing the ball, he's playing hard, he's engaged in the game. Dwight Howard is 35. It's a back-to-back with Chicago tomorrow. How is Dwight Howard out-hustling you on the court? How, Ben? How is a 35-year-old played 8 NBA teams, went in the bubble, won a championship with the Lakers? How is this well-traveled, tired-ass dude outplaying you on the court? This is unacceptable. It isn't a bad game because you missed. It's a bad game because you didn't fucking try. You didn't try. That's more offensive than sucking. It's a back-to-back we play tomorrow. Ben, try. The beautiful thing about the NBA, especially with this condensed schedule, you have another opportunity. Play the game to win it, not to not lose it. Play the game with some damn effort. Or get me Tyrese Maxey. Or get me more George Hill. Get me someone who will play the game hard. You escaped this game with an effort. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to call it out like it's not an effort. That was the worst game that the Denver Nuggets lost. That was embarrassing. Play hard. That's all we ask in this town with these fans. And, you know, to kind of piggyback on what DJ Eastwood said like 2 months ago, players who bleed and die for the game. And you're here giving an effort 2% of your superstar potential because you just don't give a fuck. Give a fuck. That's all we ask. Give a fuck. Fix the universe. I'm out. Give a fuck, Ben.